Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm Samantha. I'm the owner of Stickers by Samantha, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make waterproof stickers. Now, I just first want to say I have so many friends that make stickers also, and we all make them a completely different way. We use different materials, like none of us have the same process at all. So just keep that in mind as you're watching, that you probably will tweak some things just depending on what cutting machine you have or what printer or how you make your art. So today I'm going to show you how I make my digital art into waterproof stickers. Also, if you're interested in getting any of the very specific products that I show you in this video, you can shop all of the products in my Amazon storefront, which is linked in the description box. Let's go ahead and get into it. First thing we're going to do is open up Procreate, which is an app. I believe you have to pay for it, but it's the app that I use to draw all of my digital drawings. And as you can see here, I have it very it looks like a lot, but it's very organized. I have each sticker in a category. So like we have all our food and drink stickers in this folder, and each design is on a 2.5 by 2.5 inch canvas because that's the size of my stickers. So I find it easiest to just design it straight on the size that it's supposed to be. So the first thing we're going to do is grab one of these images. So normally I would draw the image, obviously, and then I create a little white outline around it, and then I turn off the background color. That way it's just the image of the sticker. And then I'm going to hit this tool button up here and hit copy canvas. It's going to copy this whole image and not just one of the layers. And then we're going to go back to the beginning, hit this little plus sign. And if you haven't done this before, you'll hit this button up in the corner and it'll let you put in the dimensions. But I already do this every single day, so I have it saved here. I'm going to choose a 6.75 inch by 9.25 inch canvas. And that is the size that you can print then cut on Cricut. So that's the size that I make my canvas to print all of my images. So then I'm going to click up here and remove the background color like I did before. Click the tool button and click paste this time, and it's going to paste that image, and it's keeping it to scale. So that is 2.5 inches out of this canvas size. So then I'm going to move that image up into the corner, and I like to start in this corner and make sure that you can see those orange lines. That means it's touching both edges of this canvas on either side. So we're going to start there. And then I'm going to fill it with other images, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I did a little bit of rearranging, moved the strawberries down here. I had some custom orders I needed to fit on this sheet. So the main thing I like to focus on is that basically this corner and this corner, the image is touching both edges. That way it keeps the canvas size the same. If I were to move this over here and there was nothing in this corner touching these, the canvas would be smaller. It's hard to explain, but once you're doing it, it makes sense. So anyway, I just make sure the two opposite corners are touching, the images are touching either side. And then now we have our full canvas, and we're going to make some stickers. Like I said before, you want to make sure you don't have the background on. That way you're just getting these images. And then you're going to go up here and save it as a PNG, which is also going to make sure that you don't have a background. So after we save that as a PNG, we're going to close out of that and open up Cricut and hit this little plus button down here, and then hit upload, select from photo library, and then click that image we just saved. Here it is, and you can see the checker marks in the back means that the background is transparent, and all that's left is the outline around our images. I'm gonna hit apply, and then I always just do flat graphic. And then next, and you have to name it, just hit a random letter. And then it's going to pop into the canvas, and it's just any size right now. So we're going to click on it, and it is, let's see, 10 inches in width, which is not what we want. So we're going to click down here, and I'm going to type 6.75 and then click height, and it's going to automatically make it 9.25 because that's the size canvas we made on Procreate. So now that that's the right size, all of my stickers are going to be 2.5 inches long, which is what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and click make it. Then I'm just going to hit next. Now for this part, when it says select an accessory, you want to make sure that your Cricut is turned on so that it can find it. And sometimes it takes a long time. I'm going to click on my Cricut machine, and then it's going to take us to where we can print. So this is the printer that I use. It is a Canon Pixma TS6320. I have everything linked in my Amazon storefront once again. But I do want to say, if you are going to take it seriously, if you want to actually start a sticker business and you're not just making stickers for yourself, I highly recommend getting a Canon printer. They're made for photographers. They're perfect for photos. So the sticker's coming out looking so good. This is the best printer I've ever owned. It is so reliable. I've had it for years. And if you know me, if you followed me long enough, you know that the first 2 years of my sticker business, I probably went through 4 different printers. And this one has lasted me so long since then. So highly recommend this or any Canon Pixma printer. Personally, this is what I use. I love it. Okay, so this is going to take us to this screen now, and it's going to show you if you had more than one mat or more than one image being printed, you would be able to swipe here and it would show you all of them. So you always want to make sure that you're on the right one when you're entering that into the actual Cricut machine. So we just have one right now, so we're going to click send to printer. I am going to click here and hit media type. I like to do matte photo paper because that's what I find gives me the best quality. Every single piece of paper is different, so you just kind of have to trial and error, waste a few pieces of paper to figure that out for you. We're going to hit print, and then it's going to ask you to set the material. I personally use heavy cardstock setting for mine, based on the paper and the lamination that I use. Every single combination of lamination and paper or paper without lamination is going to need a different cut setting. So again, you're going to have to waste a couple sheets and figure out what works best for you. I personally use heavy cardstock. I used to use photo paper, and I used to use a different setting on my other Cricut, but this is what works best for me with this Cricut. So I hit heavy cardstock. Let me show you what the settings are for my heavy cardstock setting. For my heavy cardstock, I use the fine point blade, and it's at 295, and it cuts 2 times, which I think is perfect. It comes out perfect for me, and I'll show you how cleanly they come out. I'm just going to click that. This is the matte sticker paper that I use. I get it on Amazon. I've tried different types of sticker paper, and I find that this is the best one, and it's the best for the price. I'm going to put the name of it on screen, but again, it is linked to my Amazon storefront. We're going to use an Avery lamination sheet to laminate this. I'm going to cut it down because it's a lot bigger than the actual piece of paper. So I'm going to cut it down, and then I'll show you that process. I just used this cute pink paper cutter, and I cut in the middle of this second box and then in the middle of this second box. And it's the perfect size for the sticker paper. And these are self-adhesive, so you don't actually need the laminator, but I feel like it gives it just like an extra added layer of adhesion and making it look smooth on top of the image. I'll show you what it looks like. So I just take off the top peel. I line up the bottom and make sure it's covering everything, and then lay it down nice and slow. Adhere this top part that's sticky. And then I have 2 different squeegees that I use. I use this big orange one. It's actually from the screen protector on my iPad. It came in that package, but I just use it for this. I'm going to push this right up against the edge that is already exposed and attached. Flip this over, and then I'm going to peel up this corner and kind of just slowly peel it while I press the squeegee, making sure there's no air bubbles. And I still mess this up from time to time, and I've been doing this for like 3 years, so don't worry if you mess up, it's gonna happen. Then I use this squeegee. I don't know if you can get it on camera, but there's like air bubbles, kind of like lines. And so I'm gonna use the smaller felt squeegee. I probably need a new one, but I'm gonna use this to just go over and make sure there's no big air bubbles and it's all nice and adhered. Now I'm just going to run it through the cold laminator. I just put it in this way. Once it's done, I flip it around and do it again. Now that it's done being laminated, we're going to go ahead and stick it down to the Cricut mat. And this is actually not a Cricut mat. This is just a mat that I got on Amazon because it was so much cheaper, and I think it just looks better than the green mat that I have to use from Cricut. So we're going to go ahead and stick it down in this corner, and then I'm going to, also I'm doing a voiceover, so sorry that my hands and my movements are not matching what I'm saying. This section, my microphone died, so I'm having to do a voiceover. Anyway, we're going to stick it down with the felt squeegee, that way it sticks to the mat. And then because we put the lamination over the lines that the Cricut needs to read the paper, We're going to use this matte tape, not glossy tape, matte tape. I'm going to put that over the lines and it'll help the sheet stick down to the mat anyway. I really wish I knew what I was saying here because I look really passionate. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and do that. And then it's time to cut the stickers. Now I'm going to let the Cricut do all the work. I have a Cricut Explorer 3 and I'm just going to slide the mat into these little divots and then hit the arrow button and it's going to take the mat in. And then after it scans it, it's going to start cutting and I'm going to skip through that because it's so loud you guys don't need to hear it and it's also very slow, so it's not very entertaining to watch. But I showed you the settings earlier. It's going to cut around each image twice and then we'll have stickers. Stickers are done being cut and I'm going to show you guys my favorite method to get stickers off of a Cricut mat. You just flip it, roll it like this, and look how easy they come up. And here is how the stickers look. They are so shiny and vibrant. I just love the way they turn out and they're such good quality. I have so many reviews on my Etsy that say how good the quality is. So if you guys are interested in making waterproof stickers, this is the way to do it. They're also super easy to peel. You just kind of like peel one of the corners off and it comes off right away. And there's no damage to the front of the sticker. If you bend it, it is super easy. And then I'm also going to show you guys how they are waterproof. So we're just going to peel that backing off, put it on this cup, and then let's go run it through some water. Okay, we're just going to run it through some water. And as you can see, there is no ink bleeding or damage to the sticker at all. So that is how you make waterproof stickers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you found this helpful. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments if you have a sticker shop or if you're thinking of starting one and if this video helped you. I'll see you guys in the next video.